Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back to NEBR, New England Beer Reviews. Sitting here next to my wood stove and firing it up on a night where it's about 5 or 6 degrees. Nice, comfortable evening here in New Hampshire. And I'm going to be reviewing an amber ale, which really isn't the type of beer you drink normally in the winter, but I'm very excited to be reviewing another beer from the Henniker Brewing Company, which just opened at the beginning of 2013. This is the Henniker Amber Apparition. The Amber Apparition comes in with an ABV of 5.2% ABV. It's brewed in Henniker, New Hampshire, the only Henniker on earth. They have 2 beers available. Those of you who watch me regularly may have seen the Hop Slinger IPA review I did recently. And now I'm going to be doing the second offering that is currently available, at least commercially, in stores around the greater Henniker area, the Amber Apparition. I really do enjoy the artwork that he has chosen for these labels. The owner of this brewery is a friend of mine who really just entered the brewing field. Many years was a small businessman, was a state representative and later a state senator. His name is David Currier, and in the last year or so he's been really exploring and finally entering the brewing field. So looking forward to seeing more brews from this brewery. But anyway, there is a description on the side of the label which I'll try to read to you. Again, I don't have my glasses, so I will do my best. Bear with me. It says here, the Amber Apparition is a rich, enjoyable with its caramel and toffee sweetness that is balanced by a subtle aroma and a complementary flavor of hops. Amber Apparition pairs well with delicate seafoods, poultry dishes, and salads. Not too bad considering I didn't bring my glasses. Anyway, but without any further ado, I'm going to open this up and get right into it because I'm really sick of looking at the bottle. I want to drink what the product is. So, opening it up and giving it a pour into this Nutfield glass, which is a brew pub in New Hampshire, or was at one time. I think they still brew some Nutfield ales, but they're only available in a brew pub. They're not available widely like they used to be at one time. So, put that there. So, let's take a look at this beer and see what we have. Well, we have a nice medium amber pour. Lots of carbonation, that's for sure, and lots of head, sort of a beige off-white color, and I'm getting a pretty good lively carbonation, some reddish hues in there as well, but for the most part a medium amber brownish tone. So for an amber ale that really fits into the way it's supposed to look. Let's check out the aroma. Alright, getting plenty of sweetness and sweet malts right up front. I mean, that's really what you're getting. Really smells like it should. I'm getting plenty of sweet, malty characters, bit of yeast in there, and just really a sweet, inviting flavor. Let's check out the taste. The body is light to medium, probably closer to medium. A slight astringency or acidity. Doesn't linger on long, but it does kind of linger a little bit on the palate. Flavor-wise though, lots of sweetness coming up front. Just kind of pouring right in for those sweet malt characters, followed by kind of a more subtle, laid-back hop bitterness. Yeah, I'm going to call that bitterness kind of low to moderate. I mean, this is really a well-balanced brew. It really fits into the style of an amber ale, at least the kind of amber ales that I like and the kinds that I've had. It really kind of meets what are the guidelines of an amber ale, which tend to be kind of moderate to strong hops on the nose. I'm not getting a lot of that, but the low to moderate bitterness really sort of fits into the characteristic. And, you know, but there is a bit of a hop character here. It does definitely bring out a kind of bitterness that lingers for a short period of time, but the sweetness is really the leading characteristic I'm getting here. I guess, you know, molasses and toffee and caramel, which are the types of flavors you often get in these types of ales. The bitterness, as I said, low to moderate. But it's memorable in that regard. Again, this is a really pretty nice beer. I mean, this is the kind of beer that I really like to sit down and drink. I like to enjoy. You know, it's not a real, it's actually a fairly good drinkable beer. Fairly easy to drink. Not something you really have to sit down and sort of sip, you know, slowly over a period of time. It's a pretty straightforward amber ale with a nice bold character, decent flavor, a good sweetness, and a nice hop bitterness at the end. Yep. Well, 2 for 2, batting 1,000. I really like the brews I've seen from Henniker Brewing so far. They really emulate the styles that they are trying to emulate. They bring out just the right level of characteristics with some of those English malts I think they're using, and the English yeasts that I think they're using to create these brews. And they just bring out these characters that you really can kind of, you know, connect to this style of beer and very much enjoy. This would be a good spring-fall beer. I'm not sure if I would drink it in a hot day. It's working well here on a cold winter day, I will say that. So, but it just has enough boldness that you kind of want to drink it in a, you know, not when it's really high summer, I would say. But a very enjoyable beer, I've got to say. I think it's available year-round. So, that's it for today. That's Henniker Brewing, and this is their Amber Apparition. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.